everyone, makoze kuba natwe mu episode yindi ya Hidden Stigma ku DTN Uganda. Nshimye cyane ngumuntu nshimye cyane honestly because it means so much to me to know that this message is going viral. Our message is you have a voice. And knowing that people are tuning in, it is overwhelmingly so much to me. Now, if you haven't yet subscribed to DTN Uganda, trust me, you are missing out. But this is what you should do. Go to our YouTube channel. Our username is DTN Uganda. Follow and watch what we have been doing so far. We also have our social media pages, which is DTN Uganda on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. Like, follow us, comment, be able to reach to us. Whatever you comment, we shall be able to see what you're saying and we shall get back to you. When I was doing a follow-up about what Strides of Hope does, I noticed that ceremonial walk, which you had last year. And when I was following what happened there, I got to realize that the key things you talked about, that you tried to identify what the difference between someone who is normal and someone who is going through a mental illness. You as a person who has been in that field for long, how have you been able to tell the difference?
So I would say that there are very different types of mental illnesses, and also to make this clear, I am not a psychiatrist. I have only done some counseling and then had lots of interaction with the patients. So I can best answer this at a very minimal level. There are some characteristics that you can know that helps you differentiate between a normal person and someone who has got a mental disorder. One of them, I would also like to say this, that when we talk about mental disorders, it's not that someone cannot do anything completely and they are maybe tied up with ropes and taken to the hospital. It is very broad. Anxiety, like I spoke about at the beginning, is part of it. Depression is part of it. So basic characteristics could be, if you observe a lively person, for instance, losing interest in the things that they do for a long period of time, then you could begin to say, there could be something wrong with this person. The second thing could be if someone begins to speak stuff that is not coordinated. Normally you have seen an individual speak normally, but then today he's speaking this and that and the other and the other, then you keep wondering, this is not his default setting. What could have gone wrong?
But don't you think that would be like stress? Because when people go through stress, they don't think so much about something.
Actually, it's part of it. Stress is also part of those things that trigger our mental health, that challenge our mental health. So it's just broad.
So what do you suggest people can do to handle these mental health issues?
I think there are a couple of things that individuals can do, and if you're watching this episode, take a pen and a paper and write these things down. One of the best things you can do for someone who is suffering from mental illness is to learn about mental illness. Go on Google, search about mental illness, or you will find lots of information. Learn about this, and the second thing that you can do is take them to the hospital. Like Butabika is there, it's a national referral, it's free of charge. Services are free of charge. The medics will be there, they will handle you. In my experience, I found Butabika as one of the most serene places. In itself, it's very therapeutic. Then when you do refer these persons to the hospital, take an effort, go visit them. I've seen some of them who've been there for quite a number of years. No one visits them. What that does is it increases stress on themselves, because they really know relatives are out there and they have not come to visit them. So that delays their recovery. And the other thing that you can do is, in case you found someone who is walking maybe in uniform, or someone is behaving in a way that is not normal, you can talk to them. And when you do talk to them, what you ought to do is listen to what they are saying. Listening is very important. Through listening, you'll be able to get a lot of information from them, that in case they are referred, you at least know something that is happening in people's lives. And finally, you as an individual, be also watchful of your mental state. Do not wait for yourself to break down, then seek for the help. In case you realize there are certain changes in you, maybe you have lost interest in some of the things you're doing, you feel irritable, you just get angry with things or people around, try to check yourself. Find someone you trust, talk to them. Let them air out whatever you feel, and then those are already steps to recovery and also keeping a sound mental state.
Thank you so much for explaining those key things. I think he has really explained everything, and I don't think there is anything he has left out. We have learned so much from him. Thank you. Now, there are a few questions I want to ask you. What do you think is the stigma that, you've talked about Butabika and all of that, do you think there's a stigma in Uganda as a society?
It's huge.
Which stigma do you think that is?
Being in the mental health field, there is a stigma on people with mental illness, and this is on personal level and also institutional level. Personal levels, people around us label us, and one of the key problems are when an individual realizes that they are not feeling fine, they will not speak out, whether at their workplaces, whether at their churches, whether in the mosques, wherever they are, schools, because they know when they will say something about their mental state, what people will do is they will label them, this one cannot do anything. And that has hindered them to seek for help at very early stages, which would be very helpful to them.
And then what would be your recommendation? What do you think, you as a person, what do you think society should do about it?
My personal thinking is society should embrace these people, because we are not different from them. Mental illness is like any other disease. The same way you can rush and be empathetic and do all the things, sell land and take someone who has cancer for treatment, or get someone who has a heart problem to India, is the same way we should do with mental illness. The absence of injury, visible injury, does not mean that I am not sick. So when our minds are sick, because they don't see our minds, they think, you're just pretending you want attention or something. No, it's not. We should embrace these people and also do the same things we do for people who have physical illnesses. Actually, I would say that there is no health without mental health. It's not there.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. You've explained key things. Are there any last remarks you would have for the public?
I would say there is hope for anyone who has got any form of mental illness. Don't despair. There is a lot of hope. There are people out who can help you. There are people around your circles who can help you. So do not sit back and feel like you are the most worst individual in this world. There is a lot of hope that you can get, and you can get over mental illness. It's not a permanent thing. You can recover from it and then get back to your daily activities, become a very, very important person in society. Your family looks up to you, the village will look up to you, and the country needs you. Do not despair. There is hope. So there are lots of people out there whom you can reach out to. With us, Strides of Hope, you can find us on Facebook. Our Facebook name is Strides of Hope Foundation _SoHope. You can find us on Twitter, and that is SoHope541. And you will find lots of relevant information on a daily basis. We put posts that will help you. And our offices are found at Luzira, Chole Crescent. That is at plot 51. You can reach us, and our telephone numbers are 0700359081. Then we have an MTN of 083818409. And you can also you can volunteer with us, join us in the different activities that we do have, and we will be very glad to have you. You can donate, you can be a partner to the organization that we reach out to the many people who are sick and who need help. We will be very, very delighted to work with you and have you as part of the team.
Okay, thank you so much for coming. through Franko sharing everything, that information. I've learned a lot personally. There are things I didn't know that I've actually learned from you. Now, my audience, I guess you've had it for yourself. You've learned so much from him. Me personally, I'm even now, I'm eager for the next outreach they're having, and I can't wait to contribute towards Strides of Hope. I hope you'll be there with us when we are going to do something when it comes to the children of Butabika, the people of Butabika. I can't wait to see you guys there. This has been an amazing tech. We have learned so much out of it. I can't wait for the next episode for us to meet again and learn more. Please, 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 once again, do not forget to follow us on our social media platforms. That's DTN Uganda on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. And of course, can subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's DTN. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you do not miss a thing. And of course, leave a comment. You never know, we shall get back to you, or probably you want to appear on the show. Please leave that comment. As a team, I can assure you, they're going to get back to you.